Question number 16. If A and B are symmetric matrices of same order, again symmetric matrices you know very well, the transpose and the original are same. If A and B are symmetric matrices of same order, prove that AB plus BA is symmetric. Second, AB minus BA is skew symmetric. So we need to prove these two results having the condition A and B are symmetric. Now since A and B are symmetric, we can take these conditions. A transpose and A are equal. Similarly, B transpose and B are also equal. And these two are together taken as first equation. Now what is the first condition we need to prove? AB plus BA is symmetric. So this is the first one to be proved. To prove this, what is the meaning? Symmetric means what is the meaning? If I take transpose for this entire thing and the original should be equal, that is called symmetric. So this and this should be equal. This is called what? Transpose of this entire thing. That should be equal to the original value. Right? So we want to prove that. First we will take LHS and we will try to prove it is equal to RHS. Now just listen, this is LHS, AB plus BA whole transpose. This is called LHS. Now this can be written as AB transpose plus BA transpose. This we have studied in the properties of transpose, yes or no? This, if A plus B whole transpose, can be written as A transpose plus B transpose. In the similar way, since two terms are present, this can be splitted like this. And using reversal law, AB whole transpose can be written as B transpose A transpose. Similarly here, A transpose B transpose. So using reversal law, I am writing the answer for these two. Now it is given in the first equation, B transpose and B are equal. A transpose A are equal. Same way, A transpose equal to A, B transpose equal to B. Now I can change these two in, because only plus symbol is present here. I can write this first, AB plus BA. Since plus symbol is there, plus symbol can be changed. Two terms can be changed. So AB plus BA. What I have proved now? AB plus BA whole transpose and the original are equal. Therefore AB plus BA is symmetric. We have proved the first part. Now what is the second part? AB minus BA is skew symmetric. This is the second part. For proving this, what we need to prove? AB minus BA, the transpose. Its transpose should be equal to negative of it. This is the condition for skew symmetric. So we need to prove this result. For proving this, taking LHS, applying like we did in the previous subdivision, doing like same thing, AB transpose minus BA transpose, applying reversal law, B transpose A transpose, A transpose B transpose, right? Using first equation, B transpose is written as B, A transpose is written as A. Similarly here. Now just take minus common outside. So if you take minus common, minus will become plus. So AB is written first. Plus BA is written next as minus BA by taking minus sign as common. So what now we have proved? Now we have taken the LHS. Now we got the RHS as the answer. So what is the meaning? This matrix AB minus BA is skew symmetric. So we have proved both the parts. Now we'll go for question number 17. Problem number 17. A shopkeeper in a nuts and spices shop makes gift packs of cashew nuts, raisins and almonds. Again I repeat, a shopkeeper in a nuts and spices shop makes gift packs of cashew nuts, raisins and almonds. Pack 1 contains 100 gram of cashew nuts, 100 gram of raisins and 50 gram of almonds. This is pack 1. Similarly, pack 2 contains 200 gram of cashew nuts, 100 gram of raisins and 100 gram of almonds. Pack 3 contains 250 gram of cashew nuts, 250 gram of raisins and 150 gram of almonds. So he is having 3 packs, pack 1, pack 2, pack 3. All are containing 3 items. What are they? First one is cashew nuts, raisins and almonds of different weights. And what other data is given to us is the cost of 50 gram of cashew nuts is rupees 50. 50 gram cashew nuts is rupees 50. 50 gram raisins rupees 10. 50 gram of almonds is rupees 60. So what is the cost of each gift pack? That is the question. So very simple question. Using matrix calculation, we are going to find out the answer. Using matrix method, try to find out the answer. That is the question. So the entire question is narrated here in this 3 lines. Pack 1, it has 100 gram of cashew nuts, 100 gram raisins, 50 gram almonds. Similarly, pack 2, these 3. Pack 3, this much of items it is having. 3 items of different quantities. Try to understand. This is pack 1, this is pack 2, pack 3. CN means cashew nuts, R raisins, A almonds. 100 gram, 50 gram. Similarly, pack 2, 200, 100, 100. Pack 3, 250, 250, 150. So these are all the quantities. What actually we need to find? We need to find what is the cost of pack 1, what is the cost of pack 2, what is the cost of pack 3. If you see the cost, it is given for 50 grams, right? 50 gram of cashew nuts, 50 rupees. 50 gram of raisins, 10 rupees. 50 gram of almonds, 60 rupees. So it is given for 50 grams. The cost is given for 50 grams. So try to understand, observe it very carefully. Finding cost of each pack, what I am doing is I am creating a matrix here. So this rows represents pack 1, pack 2, pack 3. First row represents pack 1. Second row represents pack 2. Third row represents pack 3. Right? First column represents cashew nuts. Second column represents raisins. Third column represents almonds. Could you able to understand? Pack 1, pack 2, pack 3, cashew nuts, raisins, almonds. Like that I am creating the matrix. But instead of writing 100 gram of cashew nuts, I am just putting 2. The meaning is 2 units. I'll write the reason here. You just imagine that 1 unit is nothing but 50 gram. By assuming 1 unit has 50 grams. So 100 grams means 2 unit. Yes or no? 2 unit means what? 100 grams. Similarly, 3 units means 150 gram. 4 units means 200 grams. Like that I am just splitting this. Why I am splitting in that way? Because all the prices are given for only 50 grams. So I am just seeing how many 50 grams are present here. 2. How many 50 grams present here? 2. How many 50 gram present here? 1. Similarly, pack 2. 200 gram of cashew nuts. So 4 units. That is why I am writing 4 here. Because I am just assuming 1 unit as 50 gram. So 200 gram means 4 unit. 100 gram means 2 unit. 100 gram means 2 unit. Similarly for pack 3, 250 gram, 5 units. 250 gram, 5 units. 150, 3 units. So try to understand. So what we have to know, 2 means 100 gram of cashew nuts, 100 gram of raisins, 50 gram of almonds. 200 gram of cashew nuts, 200 gram of cashew nuts, 100 gram of raisins, 100 gram of almonds. 250 gram of cashew nuts, 250 gram of raisins, 150 gram of almonds. That is the meaning that we have to take. And here I have written cost matrix. Cost matrix is written for per unit. 1 unit, what is the 1 unit means 50 gram. What is the cost of 1 unit? Rupees 50. Cost of 1 unit of raisins, rupees 10, that is 50 gram. Cost of 1 unit of almond, 50 gram of almond, 60 rupees. So when we write like this, it is easy for us to find costs. Now cost of pack 1. If I want to find the cost of pack 1, I should multiply first row with first column. First row to be multiplied with first column. 2 into 50, 100. 2 into 10 plus 20. 1 into 60 plus 60. So adding these two, rupees 180 is the cost for pack 1. Similarly, if we want to find cost of pack 2, just take second row and multiply with this column, cost column. 4 into 50, 200, 2 into 10, 20, 2 into 60, 120, adding 340 rupees. Cost of pack 3 means third row should be multiplied with cost column. 5 into 50, 250, 5 into 10, 50, 3 into 60, 180, adding rupees 480 is the cost of third pack. So cost of first gift pack is 180, second pack 340, and the cost of third pack is rupees 480. That can be calculated using matrix method. Hope you would have understood why we are writing 221 and not 150, because we are taking 50 gram as 1 unit. So 2 units present, only 1 unit present. And the cost here, if you see, this is cashew nuts and this is the cost of cashew nut. This is raisin, this is cost of raisin. This is almond, this is cost of almond. So corresponding cost perfectly we will get here. Hope you will understand this sum. So using matrix arrangement we are finding the answer. So with this we stop this class and try to revise all the chapters that we have completed so far. You are going to have shortly your examination. Before itself I told revision problems will also be given to you. If it is given, so immediately you learn those problems and keep it at your fingertips, learn it thoroughly, then start writing those problems in your revision notebook, which you have to put a separate notebook for it and write as revision problems. The same neatness should be there in the revision notebook also. Write the questions in black pen, answers in blue pen, put lines after each problem, draw margin and write. Clearly write. So at the time of examination, we need not worry. We can just revise and go. Right? Thank you, children.